All right, what's going on, guys? Trail 7 Reactions. I'm doing something a little different today. Remember when you used to watch the show on MTV Cribs, right? Well, apparently Architectural Digest started doing some open door stuff. I don't know how long ago they started, but I checked out Travis Barker's Cribs a while back, and I think one of the Blink-182 guys had this constellation pool. It was painted black and it had all the constellations underneath, like the stars and stuff. I thought that was really dope. MTV Cribs was dope. You got to see a lot of the most famous one. I think it was Redman's, where Redman took you on a tour of his apartment. It was like the doorbell. You had to ring the doorbell with 2 wires. His cousin was sleeping on the floor. It was crazy. But I think he said that was actually his apartment. He just wasn't ready for Cribs to come through, so he's like, whatever, just come through and let's do it this way. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out Travis Barker's Tranquil Modern Home Open Door Architectural Digest. Should be fun. Like, share, comment, subscribe, guys. I appreciate it.
Hey, what's up, AD? I'm Travis Barker. We're in Calabasas, California. Welcome to my home.
Nice. Excuse me, guys. Did you say bless you? I hope you did. It doesn't matter.
Okay, so this is my living room. The vibe of this room and my house really was just like zen. When I come home from long tours or long nights at the studio, just to rest my head. And this room is also filled with some of my favorite artists, 2 of which are Raymond Pettibone and Wes Lang. Raymond Pettibone created the Black Flag bars, along with
I didn't
cool
know that.
punk rock graphics. I like to do a lot of phone calls in here, photo shoots, turn the fireplace on and chill. There's also a painting over here that is my 5 favorite albums that changed my life that Courtney got me for Christmas last year.
Operation Ivy. That's dope.
A wall with windows, and Waldo Fernandez decided to knock it down and just create doors that open and you could see straight to my pool in my backyard.
Yeah,
so I bought
dope.
this house about 16 years ago. When I bought it, the way it was designed wasn't my favorite, but my kids learned how to ride bikes in this house. They skateboarded through this long hallway that you'll see later. I think they even rode 50s, dirt bikes in the house at one point. So we really lived in it and we really got the most out of what
That's
I had
what I'm
bought.
saying. Hey,
and there was just a time where
I totally agree. Let your kids do the things that are gonna get them the what do you call it, the experience. And I let my son ride his rollerblades or skates in the house. A little bit of we don't have a big house, but he can skateboard down the hallway just to get balance. It's the best way to teach your kids. He said he let them ride 50cc bikes. That's a little crazy, right? But he's got a big enough house to do that. And that's it. You got to live in it. You got to teach your kids as early as possible to do these things so they won't be scared when they get older. Because I've seen kids get older, don't know how to ride bikes. They're scared now, so their fear is intensified versus when they were young. I let my kid climb the attic stairs. I let him stack up things and stand on top of them. You just got to build up their callous to fear. And it doesn't mean they should have no fear. They should just understand fear. And sometimes the fear, it just isn't real, So I let my kids do a lot of stuff. My wife doesn't like them climbing trees. I let my son climb trees. I fell out of a tree one time. I was fine. That doesn't mean he's going to be fine, but at the same time, you got to give your kids open spaces to make mistakes, and then, you set the boundaries as you go.
I was touring so much and I felt like it was the perfect opportunity to do this remodel. I had interviewed several designers, and the day I met Waldo, the minute I spoke to him on the phone, his energy was just the best energy I've experienced. He had such great ideas and this calming spirit about him and impeccable taste. I just decided to remodel my entire home instead of a couple rooms. And I left on tour and I literally gave him full control. It was the most amazing experience to come back a year later.
You went on tour in a year and had the whole house remodeled, and when you come back, it's a whole new house. That's so dope. That's so dope.
He said, you need to stop coming by. You need to stop always checking on it because I want you to come a few days before you move in and just see it and be in awe.
Right,
that's what I did, and it was the best payoff. I was floored, jaw to the ground. To have the ability to
I want to build some shelves like that in my
what he
living
did
room.
was just, he does a phenomenal job.
Nice big table.
This is our formal dining room. With how much I work, how much Courtney works, and my kids with school and everything, we like to sit down on Sundays, just
excuse me,
talk and
guys.
put our phones
My
away
allergies.
and eat delicious vegan food. I do like to entertain. We have like friends and guests over for dinner, but I also don't like too many people in my home because it is where I go to just get like peace of mind and relax, and I'm never here. So when I am here, I want to make it count. It was important that we had a big table
same way.
that could fit our whole family and guests. I sit here every time. Like this
That's
is
his spot.
my seat. This is
I think it's cool how it has like 2 chairs at the end versus like 1 chair at the end, like, you know, head of the table type stuff. You sit next to your wife, and then over here, like me and my wife like sitting across from each other. So, like at restaurants and booths and stuff. But sometimes you want to sit next to your, you know, your significant. But I like that. I like that it's not like one head of the table and then there's the other one.
Courtney's seat. This is usually Penelope, Rain. This is Atiana. This is usually open for guests, whoever comes and eats with us. This is usually...
It's a little less extreme than Cribs. This is like a, obviously Architectural Digest. They want a little bit more like structure, a little bit more posh, maybe, like, you know. I like this. I also enjoyed the Cribs thing, the fast moving cuts and the da-da-da-da, you know, but this is like paying attention to the real particulars of the house, and I like it.
Mason, Landon,
Mason!
and Alabama. And it literally doesn't change. It's the same seating arrangement every time. Courtney got me these.
We switch
way
it up
before we were
sometimes.
together. We would spoil each other and buy each other Christmas presents and birthday presents. They've stayed in this room. She still has like a candle I got her like years ago that's still in her closet, and like bags. Like she'll be like, oh, do you remember you got this for me like 3 Christmases ago? And
He's
I'm
so
like,
chill. He's so chill to have such a high profile. Like, he's just like kind of just calm. I don't know how he was in the Cribs episode. I don't know if he was kind of wild. Back then he was wearing like, you know, cut off shirts and like probably still doing that too, but he was like a lot younger. That's like 15, possibly 20 years ago. No, cabinets for days. What?
All right, so this is my kitchen, and this is my fiance.
Drinking this matcha that you made me. Your famous.
Oh my God,
see
these
this
guys.
app
All
right
right,
here?
hey,
It's
thanks for
called
watching, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut to a commercial real quick. I appreciate you guys watching. Like, share, comment, subscribe. We're watching Travis Barker's Tranquil Modern Home.
Best matcha.
Open
Way
door
better
architectural.
best.
Any matcha place
Digest.
in LA, Alfred's, Cha-Cha Matcha. My matcha is actually the best.
It is. Why don't you show the little matcha?
They are kind of so in love. It's a little like, ugh, you guys stop it. But
My matcha is actually the best.
It is. Why don't you show the little matcha station?
One of my favorite
A
things
matcha
is like this
station?
matcha station
You-
over here,
come
where
on,
I have
man.
everything.
A
Cinnamon,
station.
I have nutmeg, I have cacao. You know, I can heat up tea really quick. My kitchen used to look a lot different. There
Look at
actually
this
used to
thing.
be a wall here that just had an archway where you could like walk through. These windows were not like this. It was more like a wall with selected windows. So now you just have like this amazing view.
Wow.
And I did that everywhere in my house. Like, I love those windows. I love the lighting, and I love that it's like kind of industrial. And I love this like wooden posts. I love that
Yeah,
it just
that
looks
looks
like
dope.
old. And my aesthetic would be like minimal. I just like minimal. I don't like when people put a bunch of things everywhere. Everything looks like cabinets, obviously, in the fridge and the freezer are here. So I like very like clean space because
Yeah.
it allows me to think. And
I like the
doesn't,
wood.
Like, crowd
I thought it was
me out.
just all
This is
white.
the
It's
table
actually
we eat dinner
slats
at,
of
like on normal nights or breakfast, or just like sit and have like tea, or when I used to drink coffee, it would be right here. When the
Yeah.
kids like need to do schoolwork, sometimes it's here. This is where we eat on the not special days or the not special occasions. I fell in love with this house. I was living in Bel Air Crest, and I had a 3-story home. I had 3 children, and it was just, we had elevators, and it was just too much. So this is a 1-story house that's just like under 10,000
I-
square feet.
I can't
and
stand
it was
upstairs.
Just so convenient to have. And the indoor outdoor that you'll see later, outside the patios, I couldn't beat it.
that's great. What's that door? That's got to be like his studio or something, no? Right there, that door?
This is our TV room. We spend holidays here.
I want to see
We
this
actually
door.
spent
What's
New
that
Year's Eve
door?
here. It was so fun. We just played games, put together like a 1,500-piece puzzle, which took days to finish, but it was a lot of fun. We watched like the ball drop, watched my performance that was pre-filmed. It was pretty cool. From the moment I wake up and when I start making matcha or like coffee, I turn on that fireplace.
Sit on the fireplace.
Things in the house. So this room used to have like vaulted ceilings and used to look way different. So they got rid of all of the recessed lighting and just flattened everything out in here. That made everything like clean lines, very like minimal and
most
easy
people
to,
want
like,
the vaulted
live in.
ceilings.
And we like brought the ceilings up in every room as high as we could. I really love these chairs. That's like where I sit when I come in here. Once in a while, I'll take all the pillows off of this and just lay down.
Yeah.
I've like written songs in this couch. I'm constantly walking around with my phone and have voice memo on, and my kids are recording and be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like tapping like an idea or like a rhythm.
Oh God, look at the bikes. Kidding. You play ping pong?
This is our entertainment room. This ping pong table is all cement. When I fell in love with ping pong, I Googled ping pong tables and this came up and I was just, I have to have this. It's really heavy.
Yo.
A team of 8 people came in and installed it. There was a point during quarantine where we would just play every day and have the coolest ping pong tournaments.
Yeah, yeah.
I play with my kids, I play with court, play with guests when they come over. I also
Yeah,
have like a lot of
it's a
cool
kind
art
of a
in here.
cool-
A lamp that I designed with Buster and Punch that has like a little...
Not like a conversation piece, but like literally people could be sitting around. You ever be sitting around and you're like 1 or 2 people are kind of bored in the room and you're like, you know, and you don't want to bore the rest of the people, but like that's kind of cool. You got something you could do while people are kind of sitting around talking. It's kind of like a chill.
All on it.
Yeah.
Also, like some cool books.
You don't have
like
to go
a Petty Boom
outside.
book. I love all his art. Extra ping pong balls because we lose them all the time. I'm a big collector of BMX bikes. Most of my BMX bikes are at my studio because I have about 25 of them. But these two are Dior. Kendall, Courtney's sister, actually gave me this one. It was like sitting at her mom's house and I'm like, do you know what this is? This is so special and so cool. Like, I'll fix it. I had been searching for the gold one and my assistant got a call from Dior and they were like, is Trav still looking for the gold Dior bike? LeBron never came and picked his up. So if you guys want it, it's yours today. So we grabbed it, we snatched it immediately. So this is our bar area.
Dior
This is
bike?
actually an incense holder. It's by Matt McCormick, who's a great artist and good friend of mine. These are champagne flutes. Someone gave it to us like after we got engaged. It says Travis and Courtney, October 17th, 2021, and then it says #forever. So that is the first day, October 17th, we ever like hooked up or hung out like as more than friends, and that's also the day I proposed to her.
Wow. Oh, here's the studio. This is my favorite part right here. This is always my favorite part. Let's go. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah.
All right, so this is
I've
my
always
home
wanted a studio.
During quarantine, I built this. I did all my recording remotely from here. Wrote like
Yes.
Bloody Valentine here. Wrote most of Jaden's album here. Played on everybody's
Looking out the
album here.
window.
On, like,
I
electronic
like
drum
that.
kit. This
I like
rolling
that.
kit comes
You
in
know,
so handy because
They
like,
always say that you shouldn't put your desk against the wall. You should put it like facing the other way so it's open or at a window or something, so you don't feel so like closed off. I like how he put his drums. They're this way versus, well, I don't know. I mean, it's looking out the window, but I don't know. I might have turned the drums around facing inside so I could have like that open space because it's still a wall. I'm not sure, but yo, this is so dope.
you can pick whatever drum sound you want. It can be as quiet or as loud as you want. My kids record here. There's a vocal booth. Like I would work till 4 or 5 in the morning and everyone would be asleep.
Yeah.
My main instrument by far is the drums. But yeah, I have like an old like Juno here. I have like a Roland here. I have multiple guitars and bass. Like I can play everything enough just to be able to produce and like write music.
Me
You know,
too,
like
me
my
too.
week this
Yeah.
week was like
Love it.
NLE Choppa, and then it was like Gunna. It was Thug. It was Machine Gun Kelly. It was Avril Lavigne. It was
God, this
Willow.
guy.
So it changes.
This
It just
guy's
depends
amazing.
Depends on the week, and I love it. Like.
And I started learning, honestly, the fun, interesting fact, I learned how to play drums watching Travis Barker. So I'm left-handed and I play cross-arm like this. He's right-handed and he plays cross-arm like this. So I would watch the laptop while I was playing drums and I would mock his things. And the first one I actually ever did was Apple Bottom Jeans. When he did the remix, when he was going on that remix thing, he was doing Apple Bottom Jeans, he was doing The Game, he was doing like a few different artists. And that's where I learned how to play drums. I'm not like a great drummer, but I learned watching Travis Barker. Shorty got them apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur.
Anything in the world. So So this
Movie
room is
theater?
my movie theater.
Of course.
I like to
Couches.
watch UFC fights in here. And movies, obviously. There's also dance parties. Massive amounts of people in this room at times, depending on what we're watching. It also has like 100 speakers in this room, and I got it tuned professionally so it would sound like a movie theater. Like when you go to the movie theater,
Nice.
you have all these things.
Yeah, everything goes in like 360
if we're just
and
having
shit.
like a night and it's like a weekend and I don't have the kids, we usually like fall asleep in here. These couches are so comfortable. It's like a huge bed once you take all the pillows off. This is my bedroom. This is where I rest my head and sleep. When I want to entertain in this room, I have
That
the
bed's
ability
too
to
short
turn
for
on my
me.
Fireplace with this handy remote.
That bed's too short for me. I need, see where that bench is? I need that extra. I'm too tall. My arm goes up and hits the wall. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
Oh, it's apparently very upset with me right now. So let me try it again. So if I'm home, the fireplace is definitely on. I love having the fireplaces on and just feeling like I'm in a cabin somewhere. Some
cozy.
sentimental things to me in here. This amazing plate that Courtney painted for me at Color Me Mine. I also have like my mom's rosary.
He keeps water by the bedside,
this
right?
This photo that means a lot to me. It's like my children and I. A portrait that Penelope drew of me that I'm very proud of. That's framed. It's pretty cool. I also have a really cool photo from the day I proposed to Courtney. And those are like the
They
roses
both
and
have, look at
everything
this, look at
set
this.
up.
They both have glass bottles of water at the bedside. I have a plastic bottle of water at my bedside at all times. It's like a tall one. But this is dope. I like that. That's a new idea. I might kick that to my wife and see what she says.
With the bed, it's
That's
like
a
an
good idea.
organic mattress. And yes, like mattresses can be toxic and have all sorts of bad things that everyone sleeps on and they don't know about it. But
and
it has
it's
the
a-
ability to lift the head
I love it.
and as well as like lift like the foot of the bed.
Yeah.
It also vibrates.
Is it a sleep
Yeah, I wish
number?
you guys could feel this, but you can't. So it's vibrating right now.
He's so not. He's just chill. Yeah, I wish you guys could feel this. All right, let's get to the commercial. One more commercial. Let's go. Cut it out. Thanks you guys for hanging out with me. Like, share, comment, subscribe. I am Trail7 Reactions. If you got any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. If you got any comments, leave them in the comments. I don't know. Help me out. Do the damn thing. Let's go.
One of my closets, I have a few, and this one is primarily t-shirts, a lot of vintage t-shirts, a lot of like fleece, like sweatshirts, sweatpants.
You can make
a
hella
little
blankets
bit
out of them.
shoes in here,
Oh
but
my
most of
god,
shoes are
bro. Kidding? Oh, like what?
at the closet. I love vintage.
You can make hella t-shirt blankets. That's what I do with my old t-shirts. I cut them out and I put them in a blanket.
T-shirts. It's kind of like the same passion I have for like skateboarding and BMX bikes, like my childhood. Cool Bauhaus, like vintage tee, Public Enemy, the Cramps. I definitely have a uniform, like t-shirt, slacks, and Doc Martens or Creepers or Converse make me happy.
Oh, here's the outside. It's not too extravagant. It's not a crib.
This is the
you know?
outdoor, indoor living area.
I like
this space in particular. I love feeding my dogs and just having one-on-one time with them. I have 4 Frenchies. If you ever see me like post a video or a picture with them, I'm usually sitting right here.
Where are
At
they?
night, I love the fireplace on. There was once a time where I'm sitting here with my dogs and a tarantula ran across the ceiling and like scared the crap out of me. It was one of the scariest things, and I've never seen a tarantula move like that. I also like cooking like vegan hot dogs and burgers out here, and we usually eat right here on this table. Also, sometimes my kids will come out here and do schoolwork or homework if they want fresh air and they don't want to be sitting in the house.
Yo, you really gotta, okay, check it out. You really gotta be particular about these vegan, plant-based hamburgers and hot dogs. A lot of them don't really taste that good. And I know like you're trying to be healthy and whatnot, but you gotta get like a good one. I'm sure he has access to the best ones, but they don't taste too bad. I've had a couple plant-based. I would prefer to eat black bean burgers because that's a whole nother thing. It's a patty. It's not trying to imitate beef. It's actually a different thing. I like that too, but you really got to get a good plant-based hot dog or hamburger if that's what you like. If not, then eat all the cows you want and pigs.
So this is my backyard and my swimming pool. So when I remodeled the house, I never touched the pool. And I remember when I moved in and I was like, oh, the pool looks like a hotel pool or something. Like the whole house kind of had that vibe. Oh, no. Bama, you learned how to swim in this pool. Yeah, will you show everyone what swimming is? So all my kids learned how to swim in this pool. We've
Nice.
spent like every summer in here since we moved into this house, and we have like the
Even
best
for your
memories
basic
here.
pool,
I
it's
have ridden BMX bikes into that pool. I've ollied and skateboarded into that pool. We have put scaffolding over it when we've had parties in the backyard because we needed to fit a lot of people in here. When we used to have parties back here, there's a full stage and lighting, the same stage and lighting we tour with, the same sound system and PA that we would tour with. So it was massive. Babe, what's that movie that has the X in it where like the huge party? Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Project X, yeah. It was
one day.
literally that. It was like out of control.
One day I
would
just
have
want to have a big
20
party.
security guards
Just
here.
a
I would
big
never
party.
do it again in my life. I like
Yeah,
this life
probably
better.
just once.
I think it's better.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go check out the garage.
Okay, dude. Where's the
This
classics?
is a Buick Grand National.
Grand National.
GNX. It's
Hell
really
yeah.
just in the best condition.
Yeah.
It only has 600
So
miles
sick.
on it. So they only
One
made
of the
it in
best cars that
1987.
came
it's
out
just one
back
of the
in
most
the-
sought after cars. Corey
Yeah.
got it for me for my
Yep.
birthday.
Yeah.
Best birthday present ever.
Yeah.
Usually I drive all my old cars, but this one I have to baby and only
Yeah.
drive it during special occasions. Like it came with the factory sticker on the passenger side door. It came with all the plastic still on it. But I also feel like you only live once and you gotta drive them, you gotta enjoy them. This is
yeah.
a G-Wagon, it's called a 4x4
Badass.
squared. They only made them
Bad.
for 2 years. I did nothing to it except like murder it out and make it all black. How it comes stock with this suspension, it's like one of the only vehicles that
Yo,
sits
that
like
is
this.
so
I'll
sick.
hold on to this forever. It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
vehicles. I've had it.
I'd rather
Escalade
have that than a
every year
Jeep.
since they
I'd rather have this than the G-Wagon than a Jeep for sure.
came
for
out
sure.
with the Escalade. It's like a must in my fleet. It's perfect for the kids. It's perfect if you just need to mob out and you have a bunch of people with you.
True,
But I love
true.
Cadillac. I have a Cadillac tattooed down my rib cage.
Yeah.
I'll never outgrow Cadillacs. So this is
Travis Barker is the reason I tattooed my last name on my rib cage to look like he has it going down this side, or I have it on this side, and there's a big C like my last name, and it goes all the way down like this. But I didn't want it to be in the Cadillac, but it's in a like a script form, and I kind of like was like, oh, I like that, and I got it written down my side like that.
This is my
Real
Rolls
cool
Royce
tat.
calling in. This is like the first SUV
wanna
Rolls
see it?
Royce ever came out with. Nothing is gonna compete as far as comfort when it comes to the Rolls Royce. It feels like you've never left your living room. It came with the stars on the roof, and this one it has like the feature.
Don't mind my gray chest hair. What else is he doing?
Came out with. Nothing is gonna compete as far as comfort when it comes to the Rolls Royce. It feels like you've never left your living
I've
room.
never
It came
even
with the stars
fucking
on the roof,
seen one.
And this one it has like the feature where it has shooting stars, where like you'll see a shooting star every so many seconds. It's so comfortable.
What?
Like the times I've been driven in it, I just don't want to get out. I'm not really into being driven around by anybody.
Right.
I really love being in the space by myself and listening to like whatever music I've been working on. I like driving cars. I'm a car guy. I love cars.
He had like an old Cadillac, that black murdered out Cadillac, like a 60, 70 something. I love the studio. I love the studio. T-shirts. He's got a closet full of T-shirts.
All right, AD. Thanks for coming by. You're always welcome at my house, but I gotta go.
Peace. That's awesome. All right, guys, I appreciate you checking that out with me. It's just something every once in a while I'll just click on a random video. It might not be a suggestion. It might not be something that's going to be popular. And like I said in my other videos, I really don't care. Like this motivation to do this is not any money. My motivation is to just speak on music like I've always done, but have a platform to do that. And then in the future, I've been starting to host events, like music events, as Trail 7 and Trail 7 Reactions. So I'll do my music, but people know me because I do these, you know, I'll critique videos and music. And then I'm starting to get with more local people where I critique their music. Not even a critique, because I'm no expert, but like my reaction. How do you think about this? Da 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 da. So that's my motivation. I love music. I love art. I love the lifestyle. So that's what I'm here for. Let me know what you guys are here for in the comments. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and once again, thanks for hanging out with me. Till next time, bye. I get tired of doing the peace thing all the time, but have a good day.
Look, the people you are after are the people you depend on. We cook your meals, we haul your trash, we connect your calls, we drive your ambulances, we guard you while you sleep. Do not follow us.